Hello once again from me and Normie. Hey. So today we're going to identify equivalent ratios. And for this skill, let's recall the main key point, and you can write it on your paper, is that equivalent ratios is equal ratios. And there are two ways we can find out if two ratios are equivalent. Okay, so we're going to go over the first way. So here we have our ratios 12:3 and 4:1 equivalent. So 12:3 and 4:1 equivalent. Okay, so I'm going to convert these ratios into fractions because that's another way to write ratios. So 12/3, and we know that order matters. Okay, so the first way is to see that when I go from 12 to 4, I'm dividing by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Or when I go from 3 to 1, I can also divide by 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. Or you can do it backwards. 4 times 3 is 12, or 1 times 3 is 3. So they are equivalent. And the reason why equivalent in this example is they're equivalent because they have the same COP. And we recall that's the constant of proportionality. That's one way. The other way is if we convert both fractions into decimal, and we're going to see that they're the same number. So I have 12/3 equals 4/1. So we know that, oops, that was supposed to be a 12. I don't know why I put a 13. Sorry about that. So we know that 12/3 is 4. And we know that 4 divided by 1 is 4. They're the same number. They're equivalent numbers. So that's another way we can determine whether two ratios are proportional or equal to each other. Okay, so we're going to go and answer, and we're going to click yes. They are equivalent. And we got it right. So now let's go ahead and go to the second example. And we're going to go over the two ways because sometimes they don't come out clean. Like, for example, the first method, oh, sorry, my computer is freezing. Like for the first method, I was able to easily find the COP. And sometimes it doesn't come out that clean. Computer, come on, come on, come on. Sorry, thank you for your patience. Really, computer? Anyways, as my computer is waking up, sorry about that. Like I was repeating, is that sometimes it's not that easy to find a COP. So it is often best to convert the fractions into a decimal or simplifying the fractions, and it will help you determine whether the two numbers are equivalent. So for example, here we have 6 to 1 and 18 to 3. So if I do 6 divided by 1, I get 6. If I do 18 divided by 3, I get 6. So they're the same number. They are equal. They're equivalent. So I'm going to put in yes. So it is equivalent. So the second one, let me see if my whiteboard is back up. Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, no, still frozen. And the second one, it says, are the ratios 2 to 5 and 10 to 20 equivalent? So I'll put 2/5, 10/20. And then I know that from 2 to 10, I'm multiplying by 5. And if I go from 5 to 20, I'm multiplying by 4. They don't have the same COP. But if I do 2 divided by 5, I get 0.40. And if I do 10 divided by 20, I get 0.50. Not the same numbers. So they're not equivalent. So I'm going to put no. And there you go. Okay. And that is it. So again, if you still have questions, lingering questions on how to do these skills, feel free to call me, Mr. Shaw, or Mr. Brown, or Mr. F. See you until tomorrow.